So, if you didn't know, I'm a huge fan of survival games. Like, been a big H1Z1 fan. If you know about H1Z1, then you know. I always have liked that genre. There have been some highlight titles that actually been doing some triumphant work in the survival space. Credit to Deadside, credit to Rust, Green Hell, and others that have come and gone. And then you have other ones that don't fare too well. Now, I'm going to give you guys a survival shooter that I feel that you need to know about. And if you didn't know, I actually had the pleasure of speaking with this developer of this game. This game is called Road to Vostok, and the developer Anti is doing a hell of a job along with his small team of getting this game to just a solid state, just to say the least. There currently is a demo for this game upon Steam. It is actually demo version 2 they have going on. They have recently dropped a devlog, and within this video here, I'm just going to talk about some highlight things that I find personally interesting about Road to Vostok. So, if you end up enjoying this video, please give it a like. And also, if you want to stay up to date on all the shooter news and updates that you care about, consider subscribing today. Now, I'm sure you want to know, what is Road to Vostok, Abel? What are we getting into essentially here? And I'm going to just simply take the description from the Steam store, and it reads as follows. Road to Vostok is a hardcore single-player survival game set in a post-apocalyptic border zone between Finland and Russia. Survive, loot, plan, and prepare your way across the border zone and enter the Vostok. So, I don't want to get out of line and call it a looter shooter because it's not that, but you could sort of get those vibes in a way too as well here. Now, the thing that I love about this project here is that it's doing something different. Okay. Now, different in the sense of this being a single player survival game, right? Most of the time nowadays, when you get a game of this scope, being like a looter shooter and things, you get the comparison to like a Rust maybe, or a Escape from Tarkov, DayZ even, right? This is providing that Escape from Tarkov feel, but just minus the online portion of it. Now, some people might be turned off by that, but I think that this is going to be a big hit for all the right reasons, right? They have a permadeath feature in this here. So if you go to certain zones and areas, there is actually a permadeath element. So whatever gear and things that you acquired, you are risking losing. And I could just see that being a big hit with streamers, people that are just grinding their way through the game. And I could just see this game really going a long way with just the survival element in itself, because a lot of people and communities would just like to know, like, how is one person playing this game in comparison to another. So I think in that pocket of gaming, the different play styles, the survival element, and the permadeath element, these are things that are all going to come in a culmination together to make this experience super, super special. Now, let me simply tell you about the survival aspect. Now, I recently hopped back into the demo and checked some things out. The thing I also love about Road to Vostok is the survival element isn't killer. It just doesn't knock you over your head, and you don't feel annoyed as you're going along questing, doing different things. It doesn't bother you to that extent where you feel like you always gotta check your food, check your water intake, and just manage those vitals just moving along throughout your gameplay. It's not that annoying like that. Now, mind you, you do have to manage these things, okay? Like, hands down, there's no way around it. But these things are not too bothersome. They don't get in the way of the gameplay element and what you are ultimately trying to achieve, and that being looting, surviving, and just trying to get all the gear you can get. Mind you, there are traders in this game, so when you get certain loot, you could actually trade up for weapon ammo. It could be for clothing items. It could be for any element in the game that you feel valuable, you could actually make a trade for, which I think is a really cool element. How you move through the loading zones, I heard it's very stalker esque. Now, for me personally, from a gamer to just looking at how the developer went about it, I feel as though that the transfer to the next loading area is pretty cool. I don't feel like it needs to be something robust and something that's that deep or whatever. Now, Auntie might go down in the future, make a tunnel or something more visually appealing to go along in that transfer to the next zone. And that's not even a critical thing that I'm putting upon this game, but it's just something I noted. The loading zones and going to areas is super simple and very straightforward, and I appreciate that. Now, I'm a gamer that loves quality experiences. I don't like sloppy, messy ass games. It's just not me. And Road to Vostok is clearly a quality game. This is a survival game. This is probably one of the, if I could compare it to a material item, it's probably a Rolex of a survival game. You know what I mean? Like, this is made with quality, it's made with care, it's made with fine detail, and it's made to please and keep you engaged. And the fun factor feels there too, as well as danger. You know what I mean? I just love the quality around this project overall because Auntie seems like my type of developer. Very straightforward, no nonsense, but likes to have fun and give you a solid presentation, a solid foundation for gameplay. And we definitely have it here with Road to Vostok. Now, I don't know when this title is going to officially release, but just know I am clamoring to purchase this title and just play it on the side because I like survival games every so often. And again, this is one that I feel is going to be quality for you and something that you would enjoy to check out. Now, as I said previously, guys, this game will be available upon Steam. Again, we don't have a release date. Now, mind you, this one thing I would also say about this project as well, you're going to get immense support. Auntie has been supporting this title for literally years and has been documenting every bit of his journey. And it has been amazing the progress and the challenges that he has faced along with the development crew to get this project out to us in demo fashion as it currently stands. But I'm very proud of where this project is headed and what it could potentially be for the future. Now, they're working on the gameplay loop with this demo. This is something that they actually just updated and put out to the world and have us have a go at. And I like what they have going on so far. You get the basic premise of what's going on: survive, loot, trade, and just keep on. Now, the one thing that I would personally like to see, Auntie, I don't know if you ever see this or whatever the case is, but I'll tag the video. I would like to see a day counter or something keeping track of how long you survived day to day. I think that's a super key element that gamers will love to be engaged with. If they could see on the screen immediately that this person survived for X amount of days or X amount of time or something to measure your survivability, right? Where people could just come in and just inquire, like, hey, how many days you survive? Because you would then go from amateur hour, right? The ones that just come in and casually play, scaling all the way up to the expert. You know what I mean? I think that transition of streamers playing and different ones hopping into this game and able to see their progress live, like instantly type, like, and just see, like, oh God, this guy survived 100 days. This is amazing. Or survived for this amount of time. I think that would add a heightened element to the experience overall. Again, that is just one suggestion that came to mind that I feel could heighten the game experience overall. But if you're looking for a quality looter shooter survival game, something dark, something gritty, something just, yes, though, you know what I mean? In the gameplay area, yes, quality, and just so many aspects of this game that I could go on and on about, but I'll be making a video that would just be over half an hour, to be honest with you. But this is a game that I'm telling you guys at home, you should give your time to and really dial in and see what this game is about. Because trust me, I think you will enjoy it. If you like quality experiences, this is a game for you. Speaking of quality experiences, do you want to hear about a game that has changed my life forever? This video is near and dear to my heart, and I feel like you would really enjoy it and learn about me personally while watching. Be sure to click this video here, and I'll be sure to see you there.